Our seventh tradition states that every AA group ought to be fully self-supporting. Declining outside contributions, we will now pass the basket. This is a weekly literature or step meeting. Our format is as follows. The speaker is asked to speak for no longer than 30 minutes. He or she spends 15 minutes on qualifying themselves and the other 15 minutes on either a composition from the big book or the step of that week. Excuse me. Shares, discussions, or questions are going to be followed up until 7 o'clock p.m. We then end the meeting either with the Lord's Prayer or the Serenity Prayer, whichever the speaker chooses. You can find the past weekly meetings on your YouTube page called Stay Alive Literature and Step Group Meeting. You can also find information about our upcoming meetings and other great stuff on the Doylestown Recovery Group Facebook page. Do not forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and share. This brings us to the speaker portion of the meeting as of today, which, Kara, is Monday, June 23rd. In Doylestown, PA, at our Monday night, 6 p.m. Stay Alive Literature and Step Group meeting at St. Paul's Lutheran Church. We actually had, our speaker didn't show, and we actually have a fill-in, and it's a real testament to the fellow that he volunteered at the last second for us. It's just a tribute to this gentleman's service work. Tonight's speaker is Chick, and he will be sharing and speaking on Step 9. Let's welcome.
I'm Chick, and I'm definitely an alcoholic. An old bald man told me if I get up here and cry long enough, you guys will ask me to leave nicely. I don't think that's working. I can't sweat from my eyes right now, but I'm sweating everywhere else. Yeah, qualifying myself. I had my first drink at the age of 9. I grew up in good old Olney down in North Philly. Lovely neighborhood. Lovely mother and father. Took care of me with everything that I needed. And I had a sister. And now none of them are in my life, which sucks. My sister's still around, but I walk so far in the woods and I gotta walk so far out, so maybe that relationship will kindle itself one day, just not today. I don't really like speaking at meetings. I rather do more service work as far as setting up, making coffee, and just getting involved in other points, reading the book with guys and stuff like that. Because speaking, I speak for 3 minutes, maybe you'll listen for a minute of it. And yeah, but my drinking was horrible. It was fun in the beginning. I was an everyday drinker at the age of like 12. Constantly always hanging out with the older crowd. I was getting served at bars and working in bars at the age of 13. And I thought it was great. A lot of the times it was like norm when I went to my neighborhood bar that I worked at. Chick's here. I dabbled in a lot of other things, and that's why a lot of people liked me. I am self-centered to the core, and I try to people please all the time, and really it's just me trying to please myself. Does it ever work out? No. I got in trouble for the first time when I was probably 14 years old, underage, all that jazz. Got put on probation. Did I stop or slow down? No, I just switched to other stuff that couldn't be detected. And didn't learn anything. I got honest at an IOP for the first time because I was scared. And it helped me out tremendously. But then I picked up the drink, left off where I left off, got in trouble again another 3 years later. I feel like I have a 3-year curse. Something bad happens every 3 years. I stayed sober for 4 years, and yeah, I guess that curse has been broken so far. Who knows? Something bad might happen. You never know. Life goes on. When I was 21, I got my first When I was 23, I got my first DUI, and I put down the drink for a while. Didn't go to any meetings or anything. Went to another IOP, played the game, did what was asked as us alcoholics do to try just stay by the line, just get out of Dodge and do what I needed to do just to get past this. And it sucks because I have an uncle in the program, and he took me in my first meeting when I was 14 years old. But that first DUI told my mother, let him sit, maybe he'll learn. Of course, my mother saved me and got me out of there. And as soon as I got out, I was drinking and doing other things. As a serviceman that always helped me out in the program early on, he mentions in his story, and I like to do it the same way. I got into sales and distribution. You guys can paint the picture on that. Was very involved in the music scene and was all over the place and moving a lot of stuff that I shouldn't even been dealing with. And then I got asked by a good family friend, do you want a big boy job, chick? What are we talking? One promise you need to make to me: stop partying. George Clinton came to town. Yeah, we know how that happens. But he got me in the union, and I got to drink the way I wanted. I got to have all the money, was going on trips, was doing what I wanted to do for a little bit, and then just messing things up over and over again. Had a good near-life death experience working in the union. I had a bucket of tools fall from a swing scaffold 5 stories up. I should be dead. And for 9 of them months, I just sat there and got belligerently drunk to numb the pain, and I was traumatized. I was constantly always looking up, bugging out, thinking something's gonna fall out of the sky. I went to one meeting when I was 14. I went to one meeting when I got that DUI. I did not raise my hand or anything. I sat in the back. And then I was working dead end jobs because I was a mess. I was working in pawn shops. I was working at crappy warehouses, and things were just getting bad. Like, I wasn't liking what was happening, but I was doing what I wanted to do. Always running the show. When the pandemic happened and everything, my mother got pretty sick, and right before it, I got to go on the greatest vacation of my life, and I went to Key West for 6 days and played 13 shows in 6 days, and it was work, but it was fun. The guy that got me on that trip, he passed away, and now I get to fill in and play drums for him. It's weird. When after that all happened, my mom got pretty sick with cancer, and She was fighting it off every like 3 years, and then it was coming back. The 3-year curse. She passed, and all my friends and everyone, even my family, was like, Chick, you've been drinking a lot. Really? I have. I can't tell. Well, what are you going to do about it? I don't know. I'm fine. I have my job. I have a car right now. I have this. Chick, you're miserable. I know. What are you going to do about it? I don't know. A couple months later, my pops got really sick. And right before he went into his first chemo treatment, I decided to drink into oblivion. I didn't want to deal with it. I lost one parent. I knew I was losing another. But we don't ever lose anybody. They're just not here alongside of us, and that's what I was taught in AA. Just because you can't hear someone, see someone, or feel someone, they're right alongside you. When I lost my dad, when he went into that treatment facility, that night was my last drink. Drank to a blackout, thought I was a stunt driver, and flipped my car into a parked car. And literally thought I was still driving when I came to. I felt like something pulled me out of that car. No one was around. And what do you know? I'm out front of my band's house. I got out of the car and knocked on the door and asked for another drink, the insanity. And heard sirens and everything, and that's when I said, well, I guess it was a good run. I think I'm done. And that next morning, she's not my aunt, but she's more than an aunt, if that makes any sense. See me walking up the street. Chick, where's your car? Don't worry about it. I'm getting smokes. I'll be right back. Chick, get in the damn car. This is a little old Italian lady that you do not mess with. I said, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to be with my mother. I hate this. Backhands the shit out of me. Chick, you're going straight to hell if you think like that. You got a purpose. Figure it out. 6 months before this, a good friend of mine that showed me that this is a program of attraction, not promotion. I called him that day, and he took me to a meeting. I met a lovely guy here. I wanted him to sponsor me immediately. I'm glad I didn't ask that. Still hasn't paid me for a big book. He didn't even give me a big book, but you know. I started right then and there. I dove into this. Yeah, was I still messed up? Of course. I was coming to meetings on what Gary puts in the cookies. And that following day, my uncle that took me to the first meeting called me and said, Chick, I'm picking you up. All right. Went to Livingren, went to a meeting. It was funny. He's like, somebody's going to be picking you up at the house on Tuesday. Be out front. Okay. I'm sitting on the porch. My cousin rolls by. Yo, cuz, what's up? Nothing. Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody. Your pops told me somebody's coming by to grab me. Oh, yeah? Get in the car, moron. Wait, you're an alcoholic? Oh, jeez, you got a lot to learn, kid. They took me to my first home group, Langhorne Action. I got really involved in that group. Her brother that night said, hey, Chick, you want to go to rehab? I don't know. Your old man said I should just do AA. I don't think I need to go to rehab. Check. You're dealing with law stuff. You're going to jail. Do you want to go to rehab? Would you like a 30-day vacation to restore you to sanity? I don't know what that means, but a vacation sounds great. Check. Lovely bed, 3 meals. Are you taking me to jail? No, but some people try calling that jail. No, you're going to a resort. And I did go to a resort. I went to RCA. I met a man in there. He took me through the steps in maybe 6 days. I was writing a 4th step, a week sober. And didn't have a clue what the hell I was writing. Excuse my language. Sorry, Ron. I guess I'll get a video in the mail later. And I kept on writing all these names, and he would look at it. Chick, I don't know you, but I know you're mad. You got more work to do. Crumbles up the paper. So I go back to my room. I write more names. Check, this still isn't enough. What are you doing? Do you want to do something or what? Do you want to change? I'd love to. Go write more names. He sees his name's on there, but it's not his name. He's like, oh, I made the list. No, that's another Bob. Why would I be mad and resentful at you trying to help save me? You passed the test. There's many more to come. For the first 6 months of this program, I was told by a great guy I should be dead in jail or an institution. And I repeat that to myself every morning. And that guy helped me out a lot. He's like my AA lawyer. Any question I got, he'll answer it. If he doesn't have the answer, he'll go and research it and come back. When I got out of rehab and did the steps again, I was constantly always told what's the first requirement. A life ran on self-will can hardly be successful. I gotta stop running the show. My sponsor today said, Chick, you're self-centered. What are you doing this week? I'm going to a music festival and I'm enjoying myself. Can we get back into this work when I'm done and back here on Monday? Yeah, it's great because 6 and 7 is all about the self-centeredness. I went through my steps about 4 times and this guy's helping me out a lot, and this is the most thorough work I did. When I did 9 before in the past, I was told a lot of things, and what I was told about 9 is make sure you're not going to act on your old behaviors before making these direct amends. A lot of the people on my list to make amends to weren't here anymore, so I got to do a lot of living amends each day. Before my mother passed, the last words I feel like she said to me, and I understand, was, Chick, enjoy yourself and just do the next right thing. And it's funny, my dad said the same exact thing. Chick, who loves you, baby? Do the next right thing. So all I gotta try doing is doing the next right thing day in and day out. A lot of the amends that I want to make, I feel like I would hurt others. So I just got to try doing a living amends to them. I got to make sure I'm not going to harm myself or harm others. But when I first made a direct amends, it was that guy that got me in the union. I asked if he would go out to lunch with me. I took him out to lunch. He knew that I was in early recovery and respectfully asked, do you mind if I have a Bloody Mary? No, let me get it for you. And I told him all the wrongs I did. And I cleaned my side of the street. And he didn't have a clue what the hell I was doing. He said, Chick, there's no need for this. You seem a lot better now without the drink or the drug. Could you just call and check on me every now and then? I tried doing my best to do that. He just hasn't answered my phone call in a while. But you know what? I pray about it, because that's what I was taught. Constantly pray. I was praying before I came here and spoke. Did I want to do this? No. I get to do this. That's what another one of my advisors told me. Chick, you're never going to like to do what you have to do or you need to do. You just do it anyway. And then one day you might actually enjoy it. AA has been great. There's ups and downs. It's a roller coaster. Do I like to have fun and joke around? All the time. Do I like having to be serious? No. Does my story sound miserable as hell? Yeah. But that's what it is for now. My feet work better than this mouth of mine, because this gets me in trouble a lot. There's a lot of people in the rooms that see me day in and day out and hate me. And you know what? It's okay. You might not think I love myself, but I do. I'm self-centered. I need to work on it. Should I make amends to all you guys? Yeah. But I'm afraid that I'm going to act on old behavior. So I'm just going to shut my mouth. I probably didn't help anybody, but if I did, thank you for helping me. Thanks for giving me this opportunity.
You good?
One corny saying, there's no such thing as normal. There's many levels of weird. We're all sick. Yeah, don't say that word here. Some are sicker than others, but all we're here for is to help one another like sister and brother.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Chair.
Amen, Chair.
You'll be first. We have come to the part of the meeting where we open the floor up to everyone for shares, discussions, or questions. Limit your time. We have a lot of people here to around 3 minutes. Please try to keep your conversation to the step by Chick tonight. If you feel like drinking or if you've had a drink, please see me or someone after the meeting. Now we open up. Keith.
Thank you, Gary.